And we're going again. How are you doing? And we have a little parsnip in this here today. There you go. Yo, she's getting so much bigger. Ooh, didn't like that. It's because Gwen's sitting here. Didn't think that through, did I? Those two don't get on very well. I did not think that through at all. Anyway, that was parsnip. So yes, I am back again. How are you doing? So still sitting here. I figured while I've got the camera up and running, I'll get through another quick little video, something else recorded, get ready to post. I figured first actual mod video, I would just run through what I've actually got going on at the moment. Trying to remember exactly where I was when I actually made my last video, being 3 months ago. I can't remember everything. I think my ears were at 3 inch exactly, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that. But so first of all, the lobes. I don't know how well you can tell, but they are a little bit smaller, unfortunately. Something I posted about on Instagram. I found every time I get back to the 3 inch mark, in one ear or the other, I seem to develop a small thin spot in the tissue. Now what I think this is, it's simply a case of them not quite being ready to be back at 3 inch. Basically, simple as that. Especially when your ears are at larger sizes, it takes a little bit longer for them to heal and to settle down between stretches. And I think basically all they really need is just a little bit longer at 72, 74 millimeters, somewhere around the area. Anyway, so Parsons being a nutter in the background now. At 70, I think they literally just need a little bit more time at the 72 to 74 millimeter area, just really for the tissue to toughen up and to settle in. Something when people ask me about stretching advice and stuff like that, which happens a lot, over on Instagram in particular, it happens a lot. I get a lot of private messages, people asking me sort of how long should it take, why is this taking so long, that type of thing. And something I always really like to drill in is the importance of the collagen replenishing within the tissue in between each stretch, and how important it is, because that's what keeps the skin soft and stretchy and elastic, and ultimately it's what allows you to keep stretching further down the line. Now obviously it varies ever so slightly from person to person, but on average it takes roughly 90 days for the collagen to really fill in and really be fully replenished between each stretch. So yeah, I think basically all I need is just a little bit longer chilling out at one size to let them settle down. So what I'm thinking of doing is keeping them at this size another couple of months. I've got such a busy time coming up, and in the next, what month are we in? May. Over the course of about the next 3 months, I've got a couple of music festivals, so I probably won't bother trying to stretch them up. Sorry, Gwen's now going for it. I probably won't bother trying to stretch them up again for certainly not until at least the first festival that way. I'm going to Download Festival in about 3 weeks' time. Certainly nothing will be happening before then. And I may well wait until after Bloodstock, which is the beginning of August. So by that time I've zeroed out they'll be nice and happy and chilled out. If I do wait that long, something I'll go and do in another video. I'm going to make a video specifically about stretching and what I hope to do in the near future, so I'll save it for that video. But yeah, something else kind of coincidentally has kind of happened. That means I probably won't be in an easy situation to stretch until after then anyway. So yeah, for at least the next month or two, I doubt I'll be stretching my lobes much at all. This guy here is back at 72. It's just been chilling out at 72, perfectly happy for quite some time now. Now this guy, I actually don't know what size it's at all. Something that's Something I've always had is acne. I've had very bad acne ever since I was a teenager. It was actually so bad during my teenage years that I was actually on medication for it. And it's obviously mostly gone for the most part. You can't really... I don't think I've got any spots going on at the moment. But I do from time to time still get really big flare-ups, and I'll be covered in spots. Could be on my back, or quite often the back of my head is very commonplace. And I recently had an acne flare-up, and something that does happen from time to time is I actually get spots on the insides of my lobes as well as other places. And I got a really nasty spot, really big spot, flare up on the inside of this lobe. It took ages and ages to come to a head and to actually finally burst. By the time it actually burst, the head itself was basically the size of one of my fingernails, which was quite unbelievable. I think I may well have put a couple of photographs of it on over on Instagram, but that meant I ended up having this ear out for weeks, and it has certainly shrunk down a little bit. I don't know what size this jewellery is, but it is certainly less than the 72mm over on this side. And as you can see, there's currently not a lot of space. There's a bit of a gap. It's not tight by any means, but there's certainly not enough space to go straight back to 72 again. So what I'll be doing is, I literally only actually put this back in today. I was fiddling about going through... Let me just show you this. There's Gwen. Hello. And this box here... Oh, there goes Gwen. She didn't like that. Doing well with the cats today. But yeah, that box here is actually a box full of jewellery. It's just got all sorts of random size plugs in. Most of them are bigger than these. Most of them are sort of between the 3" and the 4" mark. They're old plugs that I wore years and years ago, obviously when my ears were quite a bit bigger. And I was just looking through them, going through them, seeing what size I had. And I happened to find a handful of smaller ones, including this one, which fits really nicely in here for the time being. And I've had this in there literally just today. Today's the first day I've put anything back in here for weeks. And again, I've no doubt it'll settle down quite quickly, and I'll be able to get a 72 back into it relatively quickly. I'm not going to force it, and like I say, once it is back there again, what I'll do is, I'll just leave them to chill out for a couple of months and really let them settle in. I just need to learn to be patient with this whole process again. It's been quite a while since I've really pushed it with the stretching. My ears have pretty much been the same size for the last couple of years. And so I just need to get myself back into that mindset of just being patient and steady with them. Then, take it from there. I'm sure within a couple of months' time they'll be happy and ready to go again. I don't doubt that one bit. And I'll be finally able to get back on track with them and see where we get to by the end of the year. I'm still hoping to break past that 3" mark. I say 3" generally speaking, depending on who you ask, it's about 76-77mm. So touch wood, I'll be, let's say 78 at least by the end of this year. And I can officially say I'm once again over 3 inches. That will be a nice little benchmark if I do hit that by the end of the year. And it's still on the cards. It's still something I'm hoping, and we just have to see. We just have to wait and see exactly how things go. But yeah, so that's the lobes, obviously the big ones. The other thing is my conches. Both of my conches, they are finally even. They are finally both 17mm. I don't think they were both 17 in my last video. This one had been 16mm for something like the last 2.5 years. I went back through some of my old videos on Instagram and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure it's been something like 2.5 years that this guy has been 16 while this guy has been at 17. So it's really nice to get them finally even again. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. You can't always see very well past my beard and whatnot, but yeah, they are tucked in there nicely. Both of them up at 17 now, which is really nice. I'm hoping to be able to, I'm going to be focusing on them as well, and hopefully get them up to larger sizes in the near future as well. But again, more about that in another video, I think. And the other thing that's really been kind of random would be the septum. So I had the black jewellery, the 25mm piece. I had that in my nose for quite some time. I'm sure it was in a few of the earlier videos. It was earlier this year I got that. But maybe a month and a half ago, I just lost it. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where it is. I'm too stubborn to buy another one. It has to be around here somewhere. I can't for the life of me think where it could possibly be. But after losing that, I did find the 24mm piece, which was also black. So I thought, you know what, I'll just wear that for a while. Not the end of the world, only going down 1mm. And then maybe a week ago, I've lost that as well. I can't figure out where on earth I could have put it. I bet whatever I've done with them, I've probably done exactly the same thing with both of them. They're probably sitting right next to each other somewhere in this house. But I just can't for the life of me figure out what I've done with them or where they are. However, so I left it empty for, let's say, about a week. Excuse me. I left it empty for probably about a week, maybe a little bit longer. I thought, you know what, hardly the end of the world, just let the blood flow around and let it be nice and happy for a week. And then, yeah, just today, when I was looking through my box here, let me just show you this. When I was looking through this box here, looking at all my earrings, I suddenly had a brainwave and thought, I wonder if it's in this, which is where I got my other, the Stonewolf adornments, where I got the other piece of jewellery from. And I thought, let's just have a quick look, and lo and behold, the white 25mm piece was sitting in there. And there's Coco, making a guest appearance. And so yeah, I put it back in this afternoon, and it feels so weird having it back in. It's just not quite sitting correctly for some reason. It's not uncomfortable or anything, it just feels a bit awkward, but it'll get there. It'll soon enough settle down. But yeah, that's my big box of massive pieces of jewellery. Oop. That's my big box full of massive pieces of jewellery. At some point I'm going to go through this properly and organise it all a little bit. And I may well even do that on video, just to show some of my old pieces. Like, I have some gigantic earrings. I almost can't believe I used to wear these things. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably 94mm, maybe 92. But they are huge. I don't even remember my ears being that big. But obviously they were, because I have the jewellery right here. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a little update on exactly where everything's sitting right now. That's, yeah, just a little update on exactly where everything's sitting right now. Lobes are, I'm going to guess this is 69. Might be 66, 68, something like that. But I'm going to say 68, 69. This guy's still at 72. 72, sorry. Conches are finally both at 17mm, which is lovely having them balanced. Nostrils, still 4mm. And they're probably going to be 4mm for a little while. And yeah, septum up and down, but as of today, coincidentally, it's back at 25. So there you go, lovely face for you there. So yeah, that's where we're sitting at the moment. And touch wood, pretty much everything will be moving up very soon. But more about that in probably the next video. So yes, ta-ra for now. And yeah, I will see you again very soon with another video. Ta-ra for now.